Hello again, and welcome back to Perfect Spiral Capital. My name is Luke Tatum. I'm an authorized infinite banking concept practitioner, and today I'd like to talk a little bit about exactly what is an authorized infinite banking concept practitioner, other than a mouthful. Okay, let's get into it. Infinite banking concept is a standalone term. It's a term created by the late, great Nelson Nash. I had the privilege to meet him once briefly before he passed away, but it's now kind of his posthumous legacy, this infinite banking concept library of books, some of which you'll see behind me, this following of practitioners who have graduated from the Authorized Infinite Banking Concept Practitioner Program. I'll just call it the IBC Practitioner Program. This is something put together by the Nelson Nash Institute, which I'm very proud to be a part of. I'm not endorsed by the Nelson Nash Institute. I do have to say, it's not that they endorse practitioners, but they have guaranteed a certain level of competence. And there are certain things that must be done in certain ways by practitioners in order to maintain their practitioner status. So you'll see behind me, this is my framed paperwork showing that I'm an authorized practitioner. And what that basically means is that I was interviewed by the Nelson Nash Institute board about my intentions, why I wanted to join the program, what my financial practice is about, how I feel the way that I do, what research I've done, et cetera, my history in the financial industry, kind of my attitude towards the financial industry, all those things. And you are then sent, if you're admitted to the program, a quite hefty 3-ring binder with the course materials that have to be studied and then tested on in order to successfully become a practitioner. So there's a cost to entry, cost money to stay a member, and so all these things are in place to make sure that you have serious IBC focused individuals joining the program. And it's a way for the public to ensure they get someone competent when they're looking to do infinite banking. Okay, so what all is in this manual? Well, I'm not going to go through it because it's hundreds of pages long, but there's a lot in there. It talks about the problem. In other words, the volume of interest that people are paying to third parties without even thinking about it, thinking about interest rates and rates of return instead of the volume of interest and the places that they store their wealth. That's the problem. And then it's got the solution, which of course is infinite banking, using the idea of IBC through dividend paying whole life insurance contracts, not universal life, not index universal life, but dividend paying whole life. And there's reasons for that. You'll find other videos on this channel and, of course, on the Nelson Nash Institute YouTube channel about this. There's lots of wonderful content there from Nelson himself talking about why he named it IBC and all of the various things about the infinite banking concept. But it's implementation. How do you structure a policy to do this, etc. That's all in the book. There's Austrian business cycle theory in the book. I'm an econ nerd, so that's right up my alley. It's a very comprehensive course, possibly the best course I've ever taken from any education provider. And I'm proud to be an IBC practitioner. There's also, as part of the practitioner program, a think tank that's happening later this month. I'm recording this in February 2024. I'm going to be there. I'm excited to be there. It's not a requirement, but it's optional. Have great speakers. We talk with other like-minded individuals. We adjust to the ebb and flow of the financial industry. We get comments from personnel at the life insurance providers themselves, etc., etc., etc. It's a dedication. And that's one of the things that I like about it so much. Another thing to know about the IBC Practitioner Program is that it's very exclusive. There's only a few hundred, less than 1,000 IBC practitioners in the entire program. So that's the US and Canada. And it's an exclusive group of people who see the financial system in a different way and are actually taking action based on that understanding. It's one thing to say, well, the Federal Reserve exists and it debases our currency and a dollar's worth basically nothing compared to what it used to be worth in 1913 and before. And it's a completely different thing to say, okay, what do you do about it? That's what the practitioner program is for. That's who it's comprised of. And that's why I'm one of them. I'm a practitioner. My team, I oversee every policy that they craft, even if they have not yet completed the practitioner program requirements. And so we can ensure that anything coming out of Perfect Spiral Capital is up to the practitioner standard. I personally guarantee that. However, there are other practitioners. You do not have to work with us. If you don't like the way I talk, I don't know why you're watching this video, but if you just don't like us for some reason, there are others. I can't guarantee every last aspect of their business. I don't know everybody there. I know the ones that go to the think tanks, but if you want to work with someone else, that's fine. You go to infinitebanking.org and you find the practitioner finder on the website there. You can find someone in your area that you can meet with in person, etc., etc. Now, Perfect Spiral Capital, we're in multiple states, so we'd love to help you if it's something you're looking for. But this video is just to let you know why I care so much about the practitioner program, what it is, what's the significance of it, and I hope that that's helpful. It's not something that's taken on casually by design, and I love that. I don't do other financial products. I'm just here to talk about infinite banking because that insight is the most fundamental change you can make in your financial life. It's not about rates of return. It's not about interest rates in the economy. It's about your relationship with money and who controls the pieces on the board. If you're interested in those topics, you find more about it in my book, Between the Lies: How to Reclaim Your Future from the Banks and Wall Street. It's an Amazon bestseller on Kindle and print. You can also now find it as an audiobook narrated by me. So if you do like my voice, well, there's plenty more of that waiting for you there in the audiobook. You can also book a meeting with anyone on our team. All the links to all of that stuff is going to be below, including the Nelson Nash Institute YouTube channel, infinitebanking.org, all those things. That'll be below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you for the next Financial Friday. Until then, take care.